11:50 p.m. on Tuesday, March 5th, 2024. It's day 5 of the fast. It was pretty rough, and I'll get into it in a minute, but I got to get this exercise done. Okay? Here we go. Let's knock this out. Here we go. Gotta get going. Gotta rub my nose first. direction. After a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, go to the other direction. It's like when I'm doing these exercises. If I start like this, it changes the whole exercise for the rest of the exercise. I don't know why. If I go like this, my arms are most of the time out like this. If I go like this, my arms are up the whole exercise. It's strange. So I work a different group of muscles. So, same thing with this. If I start going this way, I'm used to doing it this way. Going this way like I
While studying abroad, I still do have schoolwork to do, like papers and assignments. So I'm currently in my 3rd year of university, and I'm a business major, so Grammarly still comes in super handy. So Grammarly is an AI-powered writing tool that is free and will help you with your writing from brainstorming to citations. When you're stuck with...
Oh my God. Why did it turned itself off? It's cute. It's an 11-hour video. YouTube's gonna make me turn this shit off. You know? Really. You wanna do that stuff on these 11-hour videos? But like I was saying, if you do your, like I do this way all the time, you change up, you start over here, it makes an entirely different group of muscle instructions happen from your brain. It activates a totally different part of your brain. It's pretty cool. So I encourage you, if you start your exercise, if you're doing, you know, arm lifts, you always start with that left arm, start with the right arm, you know? You know? Don't always start with the same arm, you know, because you wind up with an entirely different exercise. It uses an entirely different part of your brain. Alright, so we're done. I gotta make sure I don't forget this. We're done with this. Okay, and now we're back on sit-ups. Off the ground, and we thank the good Lord for it. Please don't get trapped on the floor. See how hard it is to get up off the floor? If it's hard to get up off the floor, please exercise, okay? watch out for your knees. about doing stuff in a different direction, and it changes the entire complexion of the exercise. Is something like this. When I start this exercise, it's called I call it What the blank? Okay. There. God darn it. Loop. Unreal. Okay, that's better. Dang old thing ended twice. It's an 11-hour video. I've been playing it 22 hours so far, I guess. Anyway, straight. What I was saying was, this is called flying curls. I call it because it's like you're flying, right? But if I usually start like this, okay? If I start like this, my arms are almost straight across. But sometimes I'll vary. I'll start like this. And what this does is, it means, see how this is coming up this way? It doesn't do it when I go like this. So it's working a different set of muscles. Anyway, let me get this done. I started with my dominant side is my right side. That's why this makes it straight. My non-dominant side is my left side. So if I start left-sided, that's why everything goes up. It's very odd. But I'm going to do left-sided this time. Here we go. There we go. It is 12:12 a.m. on Wednesday, March 6, 2024, and the bill is paid. But because I started this before my cutoff time, which your cutoff time can be any way within the 24-hour period, my cutoff time is 12 midnight, and so I started this at 11:50, like 2. So as soon as I lift that first knee lift, I'm inside my time zone. So this counts for yesterday. Boy, let's see what we got here for time. 22 minutes. Okay, so we got about 8 minutes. Today's 5th day to fast was a little rough. I had to go get, I made this mistake yesterday because I was feeling bad yesterday too, and I went and got a big cup of hot chocolate from Wawa, and it was so nasty. I drank about a quarter of it, if even that, and I threw it away. I said, yeah, today if I feel like that, I'm going to get some chocolate milk. And that's what I did. I got some, I think it's Nesquik. I got some chocolate milk. I got their fudge brownie chocolate milk, which honestly, I'd rather just got the chocolate milk because the fudge brownie didn't give it any better taste. I got their vanilla milk, which was actually excellent. And I got some aloe vera drink in a glass bottle. And strangely enough, those 3 items, I drank them one after another because I was pretty low on the energy scale, you know. And I had to go back to our warehouse. I knew I was going to have to do some physical labor. I had to do some work, and you can't be completely out of it. So I drank that chocolate milk, and I drank that vanilla milk, and I drank that aloe vera drink. There's a lot of sugar. It was a lot of sugar, and I was scared. But I think the protein in the milk sort of offset that, and the fat in the milk sort of offset that. And there's a valid, every one of you says, dude, you're not fasting. You can say that, but I'm not eating anything solid. And I'm trying to get my intestines to empty, and they are emptying. And I'll tell you one thing, if you drink milk and you ain't ate nothing for 5 days, guess what happens? You become real regular real quick. But that didn't happen to me yet, so I'm happy. But what did happen was when I got home tonight, I got home around, I think it's 5:30, and I noticed around 6 o'clock, I said, damn, man, I can barely keep my eyes awake. And I'd already, as soon as I get home, I feel prissy. So I sat down, I was relaxing, and I was drinking my home tea. So I could go to bed. And I guess about 6:30 I went to bed, and I got up about 11 o'clock. So 4.5 hours of sleep. And I feel pretty good right now. I'm going to try to go as long as I can tomorrow without getting any milk. I don't have an option where I can get dizzy or get completely out of it by trying to push this fast, because I'm driving other people's vehicles and I'm driving on the streets. I'm risking other people's families' lives if I try to stunt this. I'm not trying to stunt this. I'm trying to go 7 days without eating any solid food. So there's that. We're into the 6th day of the fast now, and boy, I've got some ideas for a victory meal. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what I'm going to default to. I've got those excellent peppers that Colby sent me, and I've got a meal in my head. I've got everything set up for it right now. I can make it. We'll see. I'm thinking about 2 glass cooking pans, you know, like cookie sheet size pans of burritos, one covered in the green sauce and one covered in the hot red sauce, and then cover that with ground up Fiesta cheese from Walmart. And the burritos will have, I've got the hamburger made. You got a strip of hamburger in it that's seasoned with burrito seasoning. Got green, red peppers and onions. It'll have rice in the middle of it, and it's going to have a line of refried beans in it. Then we'll fold it up, put that in a pan, maybe put 3 in a pan, pour those wonderful peppers over it. I'll do one in green, and I'll do one in the hot red. And then put cheese on top of that, and cook it for about 20 minutes at like 300 degrees, and just to get it hot and get the cheese melted. I thought about broiling it, put it under a broiler to burn the cheese, but the problem with that is if you burn the cheese, you got to eat that right away. And I'm not going to eat all this. I'll be eating on this for days, but it'll be so wonderful. It'll be so tasty. I'm gonna I'm thinking about the burrito wrappers. I'm thinking about cooking. I'm gonna also cook some bacon before I do all this. I'm gonna cook some bacon. That'll get me bacon grease, and I'll use the bacon grease to fry the wrappers in. I'll get the bacon grease good and hot, put the wrapper in for just, like 20 seconds, let it get good and hot, flip it over, let it get good and hot, and then take it out, and do the next one. Always putting a little bit of bacon grease in, just brown it a little bit, then do my ingredients, wrap it up, put it in the pan. I'll put a little bit of bacon grease in the bottom of the pan so it don't stick, and then we'll put all this together in the tube. I got one, I think I got one, I know I got one clear, and I think I got one blue. So we'll see what we do. I can't promise I'll do this meal. I also got a potluck of chicken noodle soup that I've been meaning to do for like 2 weeks. It's like I got ingredients that are like over 2 years old, and I want to put them all into a pot. Like 5 cans of healthy choice chicken noodle soup, and some peas, and some corn, and some other stuff, some cream of chicken soup that's 2 years old, and just mix it together and maybe make some cheese sandwiches and eat it with that too. So I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, we're moving on through this. I'm staying true to the fast. I'm not eating any solid foods, and I think I went PM once today. I'm peeing like a racehorse all the time now, but I'm doing okay. So anyway, thank you for watching the video. God bless you. I hope you had a wonderful Tuesday, and we are heading into Wednesday. God bless you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. We'll see you next video. Peace.